What's up, folks? Green Beef here, playing some Oxygen Not Included by popular demand. So, I'm not going to start a new one. I'm going to play the one that I've kind of stabilized in kind of like the early game, and I'm going to eventually redo pretty much everything. Now, this is about the point where I usually get bored with a colony because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. I don't really look up all the tutorials and stuff. I'm dipping into them now. From a one, I think John Francis. I don't remember his name, but really good tutorials. So let's look at what I've got here. I've had these living quarters for a while. I kind of went with more of like a vertical construct instead of a branch everything off of a central node. Just because I wanted to try it, and it kind of works. We got room for 12 people. I'm more of the type to kind of burn through people because they're going to get duped anyways, and they come back as themselves, so it's fine. So pause real quick so everything doesn't get all dorked up. But as we go, we'll go on nice and slow. Look at the overlays. So oxygen overlay, not great. I'm trying to replace my carbon scrubbers down here. Carbon skimmers, rather. Put them down here a little more so it pushes down, gets through. Put another electrolyzer here in the interim. I screwed up down here recently. So I have my brine solution that I thought was salt water. So I was filtering salt water, and eventually I pushed brine into my water pipelines from down here. Whoops. That happens. So, it's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've got the next overlay. Power. I have a heavier reliance on my plug slugs. They generate a lot of power overnight. I got two manual ones right here. The hydrogen they generate goes into this. The hydrogen that's generated from the, what are they, the electrolyzers, ends up floating up here, gets sucked in on one of these, or just passes through and ends up in this one, and that sucks in that, and then generates hydrogen based energy here, and then I got coal as well. What's next? So I've got this on, actually, so let's go through this a little bit more. We got the heavy wattage wire here. These guys can plug in there, so when they're happy, they generate a lot more power, which is great. All that's going into here, into these central battery nodes here, which then federates out to different transformers, and I've got different circuits that are eventually going to have to get reworked, so I'm trying to avoid overloads. I could probably get rid of some of these pumps, actually, if the hydrogen's pumping through here and eventually making it up here anyways. I don't really need it. And I can make like a little tiered position here to trap more of that hydrogen, I guess. What else we got? We got temperature. It's cold. This is a pretty cold biome, unfortunately, so I'm trying to insulate everything. I got a little space heater right here that doesn't have power. I do not have total power, which is not great, but we'll get there. I got a whole bunch of fish in here in my poo water. Got my clean water tank over here. It filters into here. That could have been done better. Materials, don't really care about too much right now. Lights, not much. Not much. Don't really need them. I have one up here because I had some people that were terrified of the dark. They're not anymore because they're dead. So, hey, there you go. While my plumbing is kind of a rat's nest. I could redo all this, I'm sure. I'm in the process of fixing this brine problem, which is an issue. I've got a plumber, so I can deal with it, but I need to clear out these lines. So I crushed that. I just broke that connection. I fixed this filtration, and I broke this. So I'm going to have him clean all this out, and then we'll fix that. So while I'm at it, let's go ahead and do that. Get some of that plumbing going. Great. Fix some problems as we go. Probably the smart way to go. They're going to be busy for a little bit, because I really screwed this up. That's fine, because it'll filter it out. Let's clear that line out. That should be good. Everything else is moving fine. I have all of my poo water getting pumped out here and then getting well, it's going into the fertilizer maker, and it's also going up here pushing throughout my bog jelly, because that's my primary food source at this point. That and little fishes, when they die off. I'm not feeding them, because I want my seeds. I don't want to give up all those. What next? What next? I am pumping all this crap out, which is mostly brine and poo water. That's going to be generated by these geysers. This one's a brine one. This one's just a poo water one. I've got that friggin' thermal thingy there. Let's look at ventilation. So, how does this work? I am pumping out hydrogen, filtering it out, going straight into the hydrogen generator, and then everything else is pumped back out here. This one's also doing the same thing, but the output is going back here into this guy and then getting pumped out there. So, interesting, right? not the best. This guy's pumping out hydrogen, this guy's pumping out clean oxygen, and then pushing it back through here. So we're at least like keeping the flow going. Totally need to rework this eventually, make it way more efficient, because, well, I've done thinking. I'll probably do like the hi-hat version and eventually get like the automation going. So at most I've had 12 people. Actually I have 12 people right now. They're just in the other location. Decor is terrible. Terrible. But I don't really have an artist, so I don't really care. Not my problem. More of the push through will honor the sacrifices of the fallen eventually, and they'll be fine. But germs, stinky poo water, dirty nasty water, dirty air, a lot of polluted oxygen. We're scrubbing as much of that as we can right here inside the base. I do have this kind of isolated. I eventually just put these on here because I did wall off with insulation most of this base. So that should kind of help. What else we got? Farming. Yeah, bog jelly. I got some of these little spindly grub fruits as well. Some of them are not doing great. These are not great on temperature grounds. And then I put some sleet wheat here, but I have to put that outside the base, I think, in the cold biomes. Get that growing out there. I'm doing okay on food. This has been a perpetual problem, mainly because of my piping got dorked up half the time. I didn't have filtration on the pump here, so if poo water ended up in here somehow, somebody like had a mess right here, then it would get sucked in and then break all this. Cool. Eventually I'm going to have the actual like fluid tanks and I can get rid of this open storage, and that will be way better. Rooms. This is an actual greenhouse. Apparently this doesn't count as a greenhouse because it doesn't have its own thing. I guess I could get rid of one of these and then it'd be fine. Let's look at this. I could make another room and have this jut out here. Keep that isolated, thermally regulated, and then put these sleet wheats out here. That could work. That may be a thing. My stable's doing really good over here. I eventually am going to get these beetles over here. Apparently he's emptying the pipes. I got a lot of the beetles over here that make sucrose. I don't really know what to do with sucrose yet. But hey, whatever. I do not have a grand hall. Not yet. I'm going to put paintings and stuff back here. I know that's not optimal. I know there's better ways, but whatever. There's the overview. I got a bunch of people. I've gone through these people numerous cycles. They've been rehashed a few times. Let's give you a hat, man. Get you your super hard digging hat. Let's go look at my other place on another world. So, use the teleporter to come over here, send one person over. I eventually built a new portapod. I built a little poo station, a couple of beds. I'm going to need another one because I got a new guy. I'm assuming this gets dumped out or receives from the one on my other world. I'm guessing. I don't really know. Not that smart. I got some food production here now. They've got some food here, not much. Only 2,000 calories, so not going to cut it. Got this going. I'm growing some stuff here. There's a lot going on. There's liquid ethanol in this planetoid. There's some stuff down here. I don't know what's down here. There's one of those neural vaccillators and get some traits. Ooh, nosh sprouts. I don't know what those are, but they sound delicious and filling. What do we got over here in this biome? Bunch of rock, bunch of hydrogen. So this one is interesting because it's like touching space. Ooh, that's dangerous. Real dangerous. So I'm trying to like wall this off and clear it up. It's a window tile. Got a little water tank over here. Oh, I didn't even know this was down here. Well, now we do. So it's all spread throughout, which I might be able to get through the abyssalite now. I don't know that I really want to right away because I don't know what the ethanol is going to do to me once it heats up. Turns to gas. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if that's caustic or not. Probably not good for you. Let's put it that way. I'm going to throw a tile here. It came with this generator system, so I've already wired it up. It's providing power where it can. But like fixture's broken. Jeez. Yeah. We got the teleporter receiver, transmitter, so I can send people back and forth if I need to, but I already broke this person out. I might break that down. Maybe that's a good idea. What else we got? Let's look at the star map. So, because I had that teleporter, it brought me over here to this Zapibo. What do we got on this? It's got a natural gas geyser, liquid sulfur geyser, oil reservoir. So, you guys get to watch me suffer through learning the mid-game to late game. I started playing Oxygen Not Included a long time ago, like when it first came out in early access. Very early on. And then I kind of took a long break from it. This is a rusty mid-sized world with an oily core, so I've got oil. I can make things. This one's not so great. Although, I mean, it kind of works. It's basically the swamp biome. Swampy, it's got space, it's got wasteland, jungle, tundra, barren, and it's got magma. Liquid hot magma. But yeah, I'm in a mostly stable position. At least on this planetoid. So we're getting there. I will rework all this. I will take all the suggestions you guys have. Just bear with me on my relearning of the game. Let's unpause. Let's let it go. I'm trying to dig down here while I'm at it. Get to this granite. Mainly because I want... Oh, there's sucrose right there. I need coal, so that's why I'm really digging over here. A lot of sucrose, actually. Got more of these pacus. I've kind of freed these guys, sort of, although they're stuck behind an airlock. We got a whole bunch of iron ore here. I'm trying to get to this coal. This is what I want. That's going to release some chlorine gas, which I don't really have around me, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I like the idea of making a breach in here, and then creating a little area for sleet wheat to be nice and cold, because if I do that, I think it'll be fine, because it's chilly out here. And keep it isolated right there. That may work, or I just do its own little thing over here. So we'll start with that. Let's get some more food production going. Alright folks, I'm back. I rebooted my computer and fixed my little taskbar issue. I was wondering why I wasn't coming up with the settings and stuff, but man, problem solved. Bog jelly just came through. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to expand this, so that's my plan 4. Let's do a little bit of... Do we need a hydroponic farming? What does this thing need? What does it need? It needs oxygen, polluted oxygen, and carbon dioxide, so it just eats stuff. It needs water. So we'll get a separate irrigation cycle going. Maybe I should put that down further so that just gets pumped over here. Yeah, I like that idea. I could do all of that right here. Put a door there? No, I want it cold enough. Yeah, that's not going to be cold enough. Out here will be. Great. We'll do that. 4. Let's get hydroponic farm tiles, because that saves me a lot of effort. Ooh, a little lag there. It probably doesn't need to be that big. It's not saying it's blocked, so I can get away with this. I do have to worry about that peeing on it. That's not something I want. Maybe I'll leave that open. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do this. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of growth going here. I'll get rid of you. We'll throw a nice little tile right there, there. And we'll throw a ladder right here. Because why not? And we'll put a door here to keep bugs out of there. Great. I'm going to put a mesh tile here for now, actually. Let's throw that guy right there. Cool. We're gonna need some plumbing. So where does this water go? It's coming out here, so I could push it this way. That will work. Great. Sweet, that's gonna be cool. Now he's gonna have to go out here a few times. I'm fine with that. This is not like terrible land. I will need to rework all my airlocks and everything, obviously, because they kind of suck. Right now, main entrances into the base, I got these as entries and exit points. I may close this off. And close this off. Down here is a main entry point. Problem is, there's a lot of flooding happening, so I'm trying to dig this out a little bit. Let's put another ladder right here. Yeah, I need to get this anti-entropy thermal nullifier going. It's good for cooling things, so we'll probably wall this off eventually, and then pump some hot gases and stuff whenever I get to that point, but I am no longer anywhere near that point. If I can get this piping fixed. Let's go ahead and fix the priorities. Let's go to a 9. Let's make all this a priority. Yeah, we'll just make all this a high priority. Let's keep going. Yeah, I'm trying to get another electrolyzer going there. Just clear all that out. I think that's good. I think we're good. Let's mop all this up and all that brine up. Oh, somebody's got a skill point. Let's look at it. Oh, it's Harold over here. Totally not to be confused with... Oh, he's not over here. It's Lyra. Lyra is the duplicate. 2 places at once. He's good at carrying. We'll make him a good constructor while we're at it. Great. Good. Clearing out them pipes. We're fixing this sink. Gotta fix that sink. Man, getting the wrong thing in a line is terrible. It's a great way to break all kinds of stuff. Trying to haul all this stuff out of here, get rid of it, so that decor goes up a little bit. I could buy myself a little more space if I connected these up and got rid of this. Possible. I will rework this eventually. That's not a project for today. This is my project for this episode. Let's get, my sweet wheat. I got a lot of it. It's great. We're gonna grow a whole bunch. We're gonna use it for something. We'll find out what it makes. What do we got? Let's look at the grill. He's not doing so hot. I've got pretty much everything just going. Is that frost buns? Yeah, look at that. We're gonna make frost buns, we're gonna make swampy delights, roasted grub fruit nuts, mush fry if I got it. I'd like to avoid the mush because it's eating up my mud, my dirt, which I don't have in large quantities. But we're working on that. I'm assuming this is gonna be all for automation, right? So this is the input. I would put things in here. I guess this auto loads stuff into it. I'm gonna have to look up stuff on there. If you guys have recommendations, I found that Francis John's guy's videos immensely helpful, so I will be digging into those. I'm kind of a guy that likes to figure things out myself, which is why I'm not like going nuts on the tutorials and stuff right yet. Try to come to a natural conclusion on things. Good. Finally getting there on these. Let's look at Zapibo. We'll see how the response is on these videos, because I may continue with them going forward. Oh, got another mulewood seed. Let's plant that bad boy. But yeah, if you guys like these, I'll probably continue with this series. Sort of along the same lines as my Space Haven videos. I wanted to say Star Citizen there. I keep getting them back and forth there. Keep mixing those up. Whatever. Let's go down here. Let's get some phosphorite. Let's get some of that. Now let's just get all that crap. Good deal. We'll get these guys busy doing something, because right now they ain't doing jack. We've got the food production there. That's good. I'll probably push, like, dining into here, so they just go past here, wash their dirty hands, however they're doing. We'll need to get some actual plumbing going on here, because that's important. Oh, interesting. You got an airflow tile, so all the carbon dioxide just pushes down. Ah, I kind of like that. It's a good little setup. There's one of these squeaky puffs. I don't know what they do. They make eggs. Great. And they eat chlorine. They poop out bleach stone. Let's get all that. And then all that. Let's go ahead and clear this out, actually, while we're at it. Odd that that's growing on tile. Whoops. Don't think that's supposed to happen. Let's go ahead and expand this bedroom, old barracks room out. And we're going to dig that out. Cool. Cool. We'll build a... Trying to build this out, like get it fully going. So like any duplicates that I get on the porta-potty, get dropped off here instead of elsewhere. There goes the flooding. Should be manageable. Alright, they're working on stuff. They'll be fine. Let's go back here. Trying to manage two things at once. Most of my military career was multitasking like crazy. I think this is almost done. Let's look at our plumbing. Is that clear? Is that line totally clear? I think it is. Let's go ahead and cancel that order. I think we're good. I think they got it all out. Okay. Let's get a... I'm gonna have to get rid of these for now. Cancel those orders. Let's go ahead and bridge this gap again. That'd be 5. Let's get this pipe moving here. Great. Good, man. This is actually gonna work. 5. Let's get that liquid pipe moving. Boom. Nice. Good deal. Like, yeah, this could be all way more efficient. Not my strong suit. Let's go ahead and let's let these guys keep going. What do we got going here? Anything else? Let's speed things up a little bit. Getting that cave wheat going. What's the problem? No irrigation. Body temperature is a little too hot. I may put a wheeze word over here. That might be a good idea. That'll keep it nice and cool over here. They'll get their stuff. Keep it nice and chilly. It's starting to warm up over here, I think. I think that's the problem. What temperature do you want? Below 41. What is the temperature here? Why is it 59? Jeez. Jeez. Oh, one of these guys hatched. Great. Little plug sluglet. But yeah, I think if I build like a little TP type deal, the tiered approach to suck up all the hydrogen here, it'll be fine. It's polluted oxygen, probably more. Yeah, there's a lot of hydrogen, a lot of carbon dioxide. It's slowly flowing down here. Let's go ahead and get our O2 going. Where is that? 2. Electrolyzer. Boom. I do like how I've started to separate my transformers. It took me like 5 iterations, starting colonies and having them miserably fail, to at least get to this point again, where I don't suck horribly. Torribly. I'm on the dark web. It's a dark duplicants. We're getting a little bit of, what is that, natural gas? Which is good, because we can pump that over here. That might be a good idea. I could pump that over here and have power generation going on this side too. We'll see. I'm going to need something down low pumping out the CO2 if I don't, or pump out at least the natural gas. Maybe just directly from here. Might be a good idea, because this is producing it. So let's look at that for ventilation. It's easy to get distracted on here if you haven't noticed. Right there should be fine. Let's get it a little juice. Hopefully this doesn't overload that transformer. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it looks good to me. On my cursory glance. Not my cursory glands. Nighttime's great because I produce a ton of power from these guys, especially if they're happy. So he's cramped. He's gonna be fine. It just reduces... it reduces fertility. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. What are we waiting on here? Cobalt. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be making these out of cobalt. I don't have nearly as much of that as I used to. Where else can I find cobalt? There's gotta be some. Is it up here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of every other one of those. And that'll be fine. I feel like that'll give me enough cobalt to build those, and I'll stop making them out of cobalt at this point. Although it's just there, it just needs to be delivered. That's always an issue. Skills. Nobody has any points. Cool. Sort of. A lot of stuff that needs to get done. Is this reachable? It's unreachable. So what can we do there? We can build ladders. Temporary scaffolding. That'll do. That should cover most of it. These ladders should fix all that. What is this being made out of? Sandstone. That's fine. Just needs to get delivered. Whoa. A lot going on. Let's mine that. We'll get that sandstone nearby. Cool. Is there anything down here besides water that I've flooded the area with? Let's go ahead and... I think there's just a lot of tasks that need to get done. Just waiting on stuff. How's our plumbing going? So this needs to get hooked up to... What is the input? Just water. So if I hook this up to this, or just come straight down, we'll be good. There's no output. So, boom. There we go. We'll get our O2 going. Does this need to hook up to anything? I don't think so. I think I can get rid of that. Yeah, let's recoup some of our stuff. Like that sandstone, right? Sedimentary rock. Yeah, we'll take that back. Need nighttime to come. That'd be great. Let's take a look at our other place while that one's doing its thing. Oxygen's apparently a problem. Let's go ahead and mop all that up. We'll dump it off here. Refill this tank. We got a little light guy here. A little shine nymph. Cool. Do we have any more mealwood? No. What's the problem with these guys? Pressure is the issue. Okay. Can I actually mine this? I think my guy is good at doing that. I think it's old Ollie there. That's generating juice. Good. What do we want to do with it? Is the question. Probably dig out under here, actually. So let's dig straight down. We'll make this into like a CO2 chamber. Figure out what to do with that. Get these guys busy at least doing something. What do we need over here? A bed. Furniture. Let's throw 2 cots in here in preparation for another guy. Throw a nice large sculpting rock there and there. New printables. Okay, let's look at the blueprints. What can we get? God's cooking. Good at cooking, farming, and supplying, ranching, farming, and tiding. I think I'm gonna do you. Good deal. Let's look at the skills to pay the bills. We'll make him a farmer. Good, he can tend the crops and the tendies. Let's look at priorities. Let's go make you the farmer, the rancher. The coolest of the ranchers. I'll bring you down on that a little bit. Cool. You know, they do not like, copper? Sandstone? Something. They don't like something. That's fine, though. Not my problem. Let's look at scheduling. Does anybody like to be a night shift? Just rowing. That's it. Okay. So O2 generation's an issue right now. We need good water production, so we need like some kind of plumbing going on. Really need to get this research done. So I've got quite a bit of it done, if you look at this. Most of the food. Most of the power generation is fine. Well, I do need to get these, because I need to make plastic and do the fossil fuels and crap. We got a lot to go, obviously. There's a lot of research in this game, if you haven't noticed. There's a lot. They've really tacked on a lot in the years. We'll get all of our automation stuff going. That's not really something I've delved into too much, but it's something I will do. We can get this, we can get caffeine, an espresso machine. Need a nice little break area for them. And we'll get all this, we can do the airlocks and stuff. The problem is, I don't have any fiber sources, because I don't have the, what are those, the Dracos? Something like that, whatever they are. Those guys make the fiber. You can shave them, essentially. We don't have those on the swampy biome, unfortunately. Swampy asteroid. But yeah, we're doing quite a bit. We're getting somewhere on here, at least. Cool. Let's go look at, Yuckalin. What are we looking at here? We got 12 duplicates. We need to build a great monument. Survive 200 cycles, maintain 16 morale. Good luck with that. Eventually he'll grow up, become a big boy. Yeah, eventually I want to replace all my water stuff with water tanks, and that'll be good. Oh, look at all that bog jelly. That's great. Yeah, let's start sealing this off. I think that's a good call. Is that petroleum? Crude oil. Where did that come from? Why is there crude oil over here? What's making crude oil? Interesting. Something is up here. Perplexing. Alright, we'll put the Wheezewort, I guess, right here. Maybe one on each level. I don't know. Let's plant some sleet weed. Good, we're getting somewhere. Let's mop all that crap up if we can. Keep it clean. Oh no, you're trapped. Well, let's get you mining a whole bunch of crap, if you can. Congrats, you're just gonna dig yourself out. Oh. Can you get out? No? I always hate when people get trapped and you don't notice it. Hey, you made it out. Welcome back. What is that guy? I've never seen one of those. Assuming that's new. It's a tiny baby. What do you do? A grub wormling. Time, it will mature into an adult grubhub. Not grubhub. It eats sulfur and sucrose. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it excretes mud. Interesting. So you can have like a symbiotic relationship between these grubs and the sweetles. Making sucrose. They make the sucrose. They feed it to them. They make mud. Which is useful, I think. Question mark. Oh, look at that. Now we're getting somewhere over here. Yeah, I'm trying to totally encase this section, and then I might push all my power generation out of here, and then rework all this into something a little more comfy for my peeps. My OG peeps. What's their problem? Are they out of food? I think they are. Well, what do they need? Let's make 20 of these. That'll get them somewhere, at least. Who else do we have over here? We got Ari and Otto, is that correct? There's Ari. I thought it was Ali. It is not. I think Otto is the other one. Yeah, there we go. Because it says ineligible. Nice. Nice! Good. Somebody can actually make this now. And make the mud bars. The Muddy Buddies. Which we ate over Christmas. Puppy Chow, Muddy Buddies, whatever you want to call them. That's a regional thing, I think. Let's dig all this up. Let's get some of that mud that's not being used. Got a lot of naturally occurring stuff. I just need to deal with the pressure problems, I think. I think that's my issue. Let's go ahead and put a door here. I'll put a manual airlock like right there. That'll deal with that. Let's get some ladders here. Man, I am all over the place in this episode, which is fine, because it's the inaugural one. Yeah, we can cut through Abyssalite now. That's great. That is fantastic. Okay, well, I think this is probably a good stopping point for an initial video, initial introduction to the colony. We've got this going. This should get these guys nice and cool. They'll get nice and irrigated as soon as these pipes are done. A lot of stuff's going to happen. We're going to get there. This thing is in place. I just need to start pumping out that natural gas. And I'll start feeding power into the system. Maybe I'll dump it in here. That way it does directly into that. Put it down here somewhere outside. I do think putting all the power outside of the base is probably good power generation anyways, outside of this insulated tile. But yeah. Welcome to the colony, the luxury dystopia. Oh, Camille gained a point. Let's delve that out. We'll make her better at, I guess we'll get her on this path, so we'll give her improved carrying because that's more useful right now. But yeah, hey, welcome to the luxury dystopia. So luxurious. So dystopian. But hey, thanks for joining me, folks. Take it easy and catch you next time.